It's my turn to talk about Mick in Adelaide.
You better censor this.
Mick's little career in Adelaide was very illustrious. He started out as a quiet little boy, like a few others did. He dropped out of college the first day and he didn't really know where to go. You know, about 6 months later, he started to find his way around college, so we thought it was time to invite him out to a party. And just so happened it was the first of our little FA Cup shows. These FA Cup shows became a tradition and Mick became a legend. These FA Cup shows, it was basically his first night that he came out to the college mob, and he's rocked in with 2 bottles of Bundi, and he's got his Cobra hat on, and he's walked in, and the first thing he said, top of his voice, "G'day, Mick Bundi from Narraport here." From that time on, the name stuck, and Mick sort of stuck on the floor that night. He sat there with his 2 bottles of Bundi, and he made sure they got drunk. And he was a bit of a mess when he finished and collapsed. He got a little bit sick. He got a little bit unconscious. So we thought we'd take him visiting to the hospital. However, he was a little bit underdressed for the occasion, so we thought we'd dress him up a bit. With a black texter. We gave him a watch. We gave him a pair of Nike socks. We gave him a hairy chest. We gave him a little old fella. Just a few other things, a couple of pairs of earrings, a little moustache and a beard. The list just goes on. Anyway, I lived at Fullerton, which is about a bee's fart away from Queen Victoria Hospital. Now, I don't know whether you know that Queen Victoria is a maternity hospital. And we've carried Mick in this van and taken him down there and we've rushed in and said, we've got an emergency, we've got this guy that we think's a bit alcohol poisoning. A bit pregnant. And the sister's there saying, no, I don't think you can let him in here, this is a maternity hospital, he might wake up the babies. So that was the first thing, and Mick still unconscious, didn't know what was going on. So we took him down to the Royal Adelaide Hospital and booked him in and told the matron or the sister or whoever was on duty that it was his butt's night, he's getting married in 2 weeks' time. So Mick's flaked it in the hospital and he's woken up the next morning about to go home. And the nurses come up and wished him all the best for his future and his marriage and all this stuff. Straight away, Mick wondered what he'd done it off. It gets better. Mick's eventually figured out that he's in Adelaide still and he's near the Royal Adelaide Hospital. So he thought, head down North Terrace to my bus stop and catch the bus home. And he's still not aware that he's covered in black texture or anything. And he's only got a pair of shorts on and a t-shirt, and this is the middle of winter. And it was a Sunday afternoon, and it was very wet. And Mick's decided that he'd have a bit of a kip on the bus, and he missed about 3 buses while he was sleeping on his bed. A couple of people woke him up, and he's got on the bus and gone home, and he's rung a few people up, and his phone was near a mirror or something. Anyway, he's looking in this mirror while he's talking on the phone, and he's eventually realised all those things. He's gradually looking, but he was totally covered in texture that night, and it took him 24 hours to realise. Anyway, that was where Mick started the ball rolling. We had a dinner at a Chinese restaurant, and Mick was the limelight again. He gets this urge to sing a PE song after he has a interview into him. And he stood on this round table and he thought it had 4 lengths but only had one in the middle. The greatest backflip I've ever seen. Anyway, he kicked on from that show and he started doing a few acrobatics. Diving through hedges and landing head first on cement paths. Anyway, so he figured out Mick's acrobatic talent. Down at Rove, he showed us a bit more acrobatic talent, and it all just centres around alcohol, really. Bundaberg rum in particular. But Mick's the sort of guy that whenever you ask him anything, he'll say, yeah, I'll go and do it with you. A couple of times I said, you want to come to Piri? Like I live in Port Pirie, and was looking for someone to go up for the weekend, and he said, yeah, I'll go, we'll have a quiet trip up there and go to the pub and sort of thing. Piri's about 2 hours away from Adelaide. Anyway, we left at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the 2 of us, and we were meeting people at 7. And we stopped at the Jets Cross Hotel just to get a couple of beers to have on the way. I was driving, so Mick was drinking. Anyhow, we got a carton, and I drank a bit as well, and it was about 11:45 when we got to Perry. And then we couldn't find where we had to go. This was one of my best friends' houses in Perry, so I knew exactly where it was, it's not this night. Anyhow, we got to the pub and Mick started having a few more and started doing his Richard Charles and his acrobatics again in the central, and all these Italians, Perry's made of Italians, and he's standing around, all these Italians, about 16 of them I reckon there was, and Mick's just having a great time performing. And you can see by the way he was going through all his motions that he's got the great makings of a school teacher. The only problem I can see with Mick going to Darwin is that I've heard they like a drink up there. Some of Mick's teaching days might be a bit seedy. Oh yeah, that's right, I've got another story. I had a 21st a couple of years ago. It was in Port Pirie, and Mick came up with me again, but it only took us 2 hours this time. And the 21st went off all right. We had it in a restaurant and had all the guff and everything. Finished at midnight, pub shut at midnight, so all us young ones kicked on, went down to the Central again, shut at 2 o'clock. And then went to the Perry Hotel, that shuts at 4 o'clock. And just so happened that weekend, and it was the only weekend that's happened ever since too, there was this group of people from Adelaide come down and they showed me this type of people. They had this mud wrestling tournament. And my 21st was a formal black tie affair and everyone dressed up really flash, including Mick and his mate Pritch. And they decided they'd go and try out this mud wrestling.
Oh no.
And it succeeded very well. They became a life for the pub. The answers thought it was great. Everyone thought it was great. They all thought it was part of the Adelaide troupe that was. It was great. They stripped off the end of their jocks. By the time they finished, they had no jocks. They just made. Anyway, the next day we had a bit of a recovery out at my place. And then woken up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We got home at 5. Woke up at 8. There's Mick and Pritch sitting on the bull bales drinking beers. Pritch is still in his dinner suit. Mick's just covered in mud still. So they just partied and partied and partied. Goes to show Mick's ability at stamina, I reckon. Oh, that's right, he snapped his tooth when he got home that night too. Because he was a bit anyway, getting back to this Darwin bit. I hope Mick does well in Darwin. It's a long way to go, long way from all his friends. We've all thought he's been a great friend at college. I suppose everyone down in Narraport has too, but he's been a really good friend, genuine friend. He always listens to Bright when anyone's whinges. He never seems to have whinge himself, it's just, if I have a whinge, I'll go and get pissed. But no, he's a great man. I reckon he is anyway, and I just hope he does really well in Darwin. That's all I've got to
Just in finishing, I just want to say that you from that. 4 years, mate. Just in finishing, I want to say that I was speaking to Mr. Flynn for the Narraport High School the other day. He was saying that Michael came and see me when he was looking for a position as a PE teacher. And he said, I've been in the teaching system for a long time. And he said, I really did try for Papua New Guinea, but the closest furthest way they could give me was Darwin. So he said, I'm happy. So I don't know what he meant by that. Nick?
Well, Mick, after all those plaudits of great sincerity, poor old Albert wondering what the hell's going on here. Did you believe it was? No, you know what he's on, mate. He's a bogey. One thing about Mick, he has been trying to do now for at least 3 years. He's been trying to beat his father and drink the old man out of the table. Now, Mick's going to respond first, I think, and then we might have a cutting of the cake.
Well, thank you for your kind words. Once or went first not long ago, and actually T said to make a speech, and she's really worried about writing out. I said, look, no, you get blind, you get up there and you're laughing. And I thought this would happen tonight, but actually I'm a little bit short for words. Brian, thank you for your honesty. You've got the true character of me, honestly. Sam, close, you guys have no idea. That was a load of shit they just told me. Don't believe a word of it.
Whose name was it on the bill?
Just the medical.
You from Adelaide?
On the more serious side, I'd just like to, just the usual thing, like, you know, you say thank you, Mum and Dad, but it's just the things like the last few years, the support they've given me, not only financial, but just moral support and fellowship. It's been fantastic. Things like my sister, Marie, and Aunt, my ugly looking brother.
Thanks.
Just all the things they do for me, it's fantastic. I'd like to thank a few people such as Phil, who else? Oh, Marnie, she's not here at the moment, and Dad and Mum. I had to clean out the shed, it was bloody that dusty, it wasn't funny. I don't know how I did it. But I'd just like, if you have a good time for the rest of the night, then I'll be happy. And just in closing, the reason I invited all of you here is because I consider you very good friends. And although I may not keep in touch with you all the time, as in I haven't in the past, when I actually do see you, I just really value what you got to say, and I appreciate your friendship, and I hope that it lasts in the next few years to come.
Get all that out.
Oh, definitely. They in history. Video.
You got a tutor now.
Oh, yeah.